Hi everyone, this is Lady Sweetheart and welcome to a very special update video and CAS. So I just thought I would do this video to give you an update on where I've been, what's been going on with me, and where my head's at for the future of the channel. You'll also see that while I'm talking about this, I'm creating a sim. So I've had this idea for a while, but being that it's fall, at least where I live, and I got this in my head one day when I was eating a caramel apple, I was like, what if I made a sim based on a caramel apple? I know. My mind, it's a weird thing, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing in the background. But I first wanted to give you an update on what's been going on with me. A couple weeks, I don't want to say I guess it's probably been about 3 weeks now, but 3 weeks ago or so, I did put a community post up stating that I wouldn't be able to record because I had pharyngitis. And that actually ended up not really being the actual problem of what was going on with me. Suffice to say, after a lot of misdiagnosis, mistreatment, and seeking medical help a total of 5 times, yes, 5 times, for the one root problem that kind of ended up causing everything as it came to be, I was sick for 3 weeks and it was absolutely awful. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. This is the sickest I have been in my adult life. It was awful. I promise I'm not being dramatic. But eventually, finally, I ended up being able to see a doctor. Actually, I don't even know if she was a doctor. I want to say she might have been a nurse practitioner. Whatever she was, bless her heart, because she finally figured out what was going on with me, what I needed, gave me a good antibiotic, and I'm at about 90% now. I feel, for the most part, better, and I'm ready to come back and make videos again. So that's what's been up with me. I haven't really been in a place where I could record. As you can might imagine, I really couldn't even play video games much at all. I just felt that bad. Yes, for 3 weeks. It was miserable. So anyway, now that I've gotten that out of the way, in addition to not really being able to record much, as you probably imagine, I had some extra time to think about things, and I got to thinking about what's been going on with my channel and what a crazy summer it actually ended up being for me and how inconsistent I've actually been with my videos. I was also thinking about how technically I have 3 ongoing series right now, and it's obviously way too much. I'm obviously not in a place where I can be doing that and be consistent at all. I was also thinking about the fact that for 2 of those series, for Werewolf Tales as well as Teenage Dream, it's been kind of a long gap since I last recorded an episode. And with Teenage Dream, I actually have only really done one Let's Play video of that whole series. And so my thought was do people even care anymore? Do I even care anymore? Because honestly, that's a long gap. And if y'all have lost interest in that meantime, I don't blame you. And there's nobody to blame but myself in that regard, because I'm the one that's been inconsistent with posting. And that's what happens, when you don't post something, people lose interest. It's just human nature. It's not, I know it's not anything against me or the quality of the work that I'm doing. It's just, you can't really get into something when it's not being posted regularly. You can't feel invested. Obviously, I'm going to continue Disney Princess. We've gotten quite invested in that one. I'm quite invested in that one. We're going to continue that. But it's just the other 2 because, it's only been 2 videos for the Werewolf series, and it's only been 1 for the High School Years series. And it's does it even make sense to keep going when it's been such a long time? I just feel like people are going to kind of forget where we left off. Maybe I'll forget where we left off. I don't know. I have a pretty good memory in general, but I might forget where we left off. And again, that's nothing I'm going to take personally, because it's everything to do with me and my not uploading. So that's kind of what I need to hear from all of you is where you're at with that and how you're feeling about the series on the channel. Because my thinking was if I did cut out one or both Werewolf Tales and Teenage Dream Challenge, that would give me time to hopefully, now that I'm better, upload Disney Princess more consistently. And then once that happens, and once I'm able to upload that consistently, maybe we can look at adding something else at that point. And it could be something that you guys want to see. Obviously I would want your feedback about what that could be, but I would want to first be in a place where I can upload Disney Princess consistently before I even looked at adding something else. That's kind of where my mind's been at, but that's also going to depend a lot on you. Like if so many of you are like, no, I still really want to see Werewolf Tales, or I really want to see Teenage Dream, like I'm definitely going to take that under consideration. I'm just thinking that probably a lot of people have lost interest. Maybe I'm assuming the wrong thing. Like I said, that's definitely where I need to hear from you guys about like what you want to see and where you want things to go from here. Obviously, coming back from all of this, like if I did try to keep 2 series going or 3 series, like each of those series is not going to get uploaded as often. I'm not going to be able to just prioritize one series if that's the case. So it's kind of the trade-off. So yeah, that's why I thought, you know what, the easiest way to do this is going to be a lot to try to put in a community post. Let's just do a video, talk about it, and get your input on things. So anyway, that's where I've been at. So let me talk a little bit about the sim that I'm making. So as I said, I did base this sim on a caramel apple, which you can probably see in the corner from the name, Caramel Apple. I know, so original, right? So as for traits and aspirations, I always find those to be super difficult when you make like a themed kind of sim because they just don't always fit really well. So for the aspiration, I gave her the Friend of the World aspiration just because I thought, although I think there's probably people that don't like caramel apples, I think it's something a lot of people like. And then for the traits, I gave her the foodie trait. Obviously, it's a food-related trait. I gave her the good trait because I think caramel apples are good. And I gave her a custom trait, and the custom trait I gave is appealing, and yes, I did do that as sort of a pun because, apples have peels, appealing. I know it's stupid, but I'm a sucker for puns. I'm sorry. I think they're punny. Couldn't help it. Anyway, let me talk about the design choices that I gave for this sim. So you'll probably notice as I'm creating this sim, I decided to go with a lot of round types of features. Like I gave her bigger, rounder eyes and a rounder nose, a round face shape, a rounder type of shaped mouth. That was no accident because obviously apples are round. And so that's what my thinking was with that. The colors too, you will see, are definitely meant to represent colors that you would see in a caramel apple. So there's red and there's green and there's that beautiful caramel complexion that I gave her. I wanted the hair to be maybe just a tad lighter, but with the Max's Match hair colors, you're a little bit limited unless you have tons of recolors, which I don't. I have some recolors, but the thing that kind of keeps me from going for a lot of recolors in my game is that it messes with the genetics, and I do play a lot of families, and I just kind of try to stay away from that because I'm just not a fan of that. So anyway, I did the best that I could. Anyway, and I did want to say too that the hair I picked for her, the reason that I ended up going for that hair, and I just loved it instantly, was because the top part with the little buns and the hair coming down just for some reason reminded me of like a caramel apple with like caramel kind of drizzling off of it. I don't know, it probably sounds stupid, but that's what came to my mind. And I'm like, yes, that hair is perfect. It's like she has little caramel apples on the top of her head. And I only gave her one outfit. I only did the everyday outfit this time, just because I think when you do the themed sims, sometimes it becomes really difficult to try to reflect that sim in all of the different outfit categories. So I just gave her one everyday outfit, and I just basically went with caramel apple types of colors and like something that's more of a fall type of style. Like give her a sweater and some plaid pants and some boots, just things that make me think about fall. So anyway, I think I'm gonna give my voice a rest and finally stop talking. As I said before, this is where I definitely need to hear from you and hear what your preference is in terms of the series. Like, how are you feeling about me giving up Werewolf Tales or Teenage Dream or both? Are you particularly attached to one of those series or both of those series? Because I'm going to take all of that under consideration. If a lot of you want to see one of the series or even both of the series, I'll definitely keep on and do that for all of you. But I also know a lot of you out there love Disney Princess, and you'd probably like to see me be able to upload that more often. So definitely leave your opinion in the comments, because what you have to say is going to make a big difference in what I decide to do. I also want to thank you guys for clicking on the video and caring enough to listen to me talk about what's been going on with me. It actually means so much. Also, don't forget to like the video if you did enjoy it and if you liked the way Caramel Apple turned out. And definitely drop a comment below. I am really looking forward to hearing everything that all of you have to say. Your comments really do always make my day. And I say it all the time, but truly from the heart, you all are amazing. I'll see you later. Bye.